Hi quadcopter fans and fans of multi-rotors. Today you're looking at the new Horizon Vortex 250 Pro FPV. This is from Immersion RC. They've partnered with Blade to bring this product to the market through Horizon, and this is a really nice, very nice 250 sized racer with a lot of nice features that will appeal to someone just starting out racing, or just someone just starting out in FPV. It'll appeal to guys that have been in this for a long time. Though, you know, obviously those guys like to build their own, but this is very much like a custom build, only it's ready to fly. This version comes with the Spectrum receiver. I have it bound to my DX18. This will bind to almost any Spectrum, new Spectrum radio, that is. Transmits video on 5.8 gigahertz, almost any frequency. Very nice little machine. And just to mention right off the bat, I did have problems at first. I went through the programming procedure when you start this up. It has a really nice way of running through a programming procedure on your monitor. You don't have to hook this up to a computer at all. You can, but you don't have to and you don't need to. So on the screen, they do have a setup procedure. They instruct you to move the sticks into some different positions. Then the flight controller recognizes your radio. It even recognizes mode 1 or mode 2, whatever mode you fly. Very nice. And then you can set up your video transmit frequency. It comes on the standard Fat Shark Immersion Channel 1 frequency, but you can change that. That's very easy to do. You can even change the output power of the video transmitter, which is kind of neat. You can change the LEDs. You can change the flight controller setup. You can do just about anything from watching your monitor and using the radio, the sticks on the radio. The problem I had at first was I went through the setup procedure and everything was fine, and then when I did my first flight, it wanted to roll tremendously to the left. It wanted to flip over almost. So I read the instructions and they said if you want to run the setup procedure again, you have to push and hold in a little button located by these LEDs. Well, I did that and several times, and the only thing I did was I actually changed my video transmit frequency. So made a few phone calls and found out I had to remove this side panel. There are 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4 little screws that remove the side panel. Then there's a little master white reset button located just beyond the side of this panel. You might be able to get to it if you remove this strap, this battery strap, but it's not a big deal to remove this panel. Hold that in for 10 seconds, plug in the battery. You should get a master reset back to factory, and then I was able to go through the setup procedure, and I went through the setup procedure very, very carefully. And while I did that, I actually went to the flight controller setup, and again, that's all via the monitor. I went to the flight control setup and said, hey, you know, recalibrate the gyros. You know, I wanted to do a recalibration on a level surface. I made sure my surface was very, very level. I did it twice just to make sure, you know, rebooted everything, and now it flies perfectly stable. It's very, very smooth. It doesn't have GPS, but it flies great. Very, very stable. So this is ended up being a pretty nice machine. It is a little costly, but you know, it is a pretty high performance machine. And even somebody with a little bit of experience could get into this and actually have a lot of good luck. Again, you just have to follow those setup instructions. And then of course you can call technical support. Those guys are really helpful. Here's the camera on the front. The camera is mounted on an angle because when this is flying forward, it's flying forward at an angle. This is the cushioned mount, the shock absorbing mount. They give you additional pieces for a GoPro or a run cam, or you know, any kind of, you know, little camera shaped kind of like the keychain camera. But I'm going to try the GoPro probably next, and it is inclined as well, because again, when you're flying this, you're flying it pretty much on an angle if you're flying it at any decent speed. And we'll give that a try and see how smooth and what that video looks like. I'm sure it's going to turn out nice. I've seen video already. You can change the LED colors. You can make it into a brake light. And again, that's all done with the transmitter via the monitor, going into the setup procedure. So this has been it's been a pretty nice machine so far. I'll experiment with different propellers. I'll put the GoPro on the front. We'll do that. And I'm sure this is going to be a lot of fun. I think they've got a nice product here, and they have wonderful technical support on these things, so you can't go wrong. So guys, happy flying. Enjoy your machines. Be safe, and have a good time. Thank you.